So let's go and talk about string methods. What are the methods? There are something that predefined in Python. I mean, we don't need to write any specific codes for them. Just we should and we can use them to make working with a string easier. So, what are them? Let's have an variable, for example, str with the value of hello world. I just want simple hello world, nothing else around of that. Let's assume that we want to make all the letters in this string to uppercase and lowercase. How we can handle that? Simply to use some methods that we have in Python. We can say print str, the name of the variable, a string variable that we have, dot upper. It means please make all the letters and convert them to uppercase. Let's run this and let's see what we have as an output. Here, as you can see, we can see a hello world with the uppercase letters. We have also the same things for the lowercase to convert all the characters to lowercase. str.lower. It's something that we can use, and as soon as I run that, you can see it will show hello world, one with uppercase and one with lower cases. Okay, we don't need to print them, we can save them in variable. str, for example, upper, it will be equal to str.upper, and then we can use it anywhere that we want. For example, we can str upper like this, we can print it. Let me create another one for str lower, and after that we can print it out here, and we can see the same result as an output, as you can see here. Okay, let's go and talk about other methods that we have in Python for strings. Let's assume that we have some spaces around this string, like this. We have some white spaces. Let me copy it and paste it also at the first of this hello world. We have many white spaces before the hello world starts and also after that. I want to remove these spaces. How we can do that? Let's assume we have text somewhere that we don't have access to that. To, for example, delete the spaces like this with back button. Right now we can delete that, but we want to handle this with some methods. We should do it with print str.strip. With this method, if you can see, let me print also the actual str here, then we can see the difference between them. As soon as I run that, you can see the first one is actual hello world. We have a space in the right and in the left, and we have also the hello world without any white spaces. What will happen if we want to just remove the left spaces or maybe the right spaces? How we can handle that? Simply with something like this, we should add some R letter and L letter in the strip method. R strip and L strip. R will remove the right spaces and L will remove left space. Let me save that. Oh, what's this? Let me save it and run it again. As you can see, first one is actual hello world that we have. We have some spaces at left and right. Right and left. And this hello world is for line number 9 for this one. And you can see all the spaces deleted. After that, line number 3, as we can see here, right spaces deleted. And line number 11, as you can see, left spaces delete. These three methods we can use to delete white spaces from any string that we have. Okay. Another method that we have in Python for a string is to, let me remove all these white spaces from here, is to replace something that we have. For example, we have a hello world like this, and we want to replace this word with another things. Simply we can have that. Let me create new variable, replace text. Also for these we can create variable and assign the output to that variable. For example, x equal to this one, and then you can use x. Okay. And replace text, we can say simply str.replace. It will get two parameters from us. The first one is which word you want to change. I want to change word. What do you want to put instead of word will be the second parameter. For example, hello Python. I want to remove this word and put the Python instead of that. Let me print it out, replace text, and as soon as I run this, as you can see, we have hello Python here instead of hello world. So we replaced word with Python, with replace method that we have in Python. Okay, let's go and talk about other methods that we have. For example, let's we have some sentence like hello world, and we want to get the words from this sentence separately. I mean, I want to have hello and word separately, not as a sentence. I want to have each word. How we can handle that? Let me create some variable with the name words, and it will be str.split. The last one that removed white spaces was a strip, and this one is a split. So let me print it, and let's see what we have in our output. Can you see here? We can see hello and word here separately, and we can access each of them that we want. So we split them. How we can rejoin them? I mean, how we can have let's assume that we have lots of words like this in this structure, and we want to make sentence and we want to join them together. How we can do that? Let me create another variable, join text, for example, join text, and it will be word. At first we should define some string here. For example, I will discuss this. For example, in this string I will put dash, and after that dot join and words. What is this dash? Let me print it, and then we can understand what is that. Print join text. Let me clean it up, and as you can see here, as our first output, we can see hello and word separately with a split method. The second output will rejoin the two words that we have in the line 18 or maybe line 16, and between them it puts some dash, something that I define here. I can say, so I need a space, just please put a space between them, and as soon as I run that, we can see we have a space. Or anything else. For example, I want something like this. Anything that we want, we can do that here. As you can see, hello space space h space space, and after that word. So I separate the words, and after that with a split method, and after that I rejoin them together again with a join method. So we have also some other methods that I want to talk about them right now. We have something with name. The method name is, for example, str.start with. What is this and what it will return to us? It's asking a question. Output of this print will be true or false. It's asking str variable that you define. Does the str variable that you define start with, for example, hello? Yes, it's start with hello. So the output should be true because it's start with hello. What about this? If I change the hello word, I mean the H letter from capital to lowercase, it will return false for us right now. It should be exactly the same. So if I, for example, have some just H, capital H, without anything else, it will be returned true. Why? Because yes, this str, this variable started with capital H. We also have the same method for end with, str.end with. What does this str end with? With D letter. For example, let's put a word here. Let's comment it. And as you can see, we can the output will be true because this variable ends with word. What will happen if I put W here? Capital W, same as something that we have in line 1. The output will be false because this str ends with D. The last letter is D, not W. So if I replace W with D, we can see it will return true. Or maybe we have LD here, L letter and D letter. Again, it will be true because yes, it ends with LD. So let's go. Let me type for you some I want to show you something. I want to write 3 prints here for you. str.is alpha, print str.is digit, and print str.is what does that is al now. Yes, that's it. What are these methods? They are again asking question. str is alpha. Is it alpha? So again, the output of these methods should be boolean. If you hover the mouse on each of them, you can see something will pops up and it will be explain what we have here. And as you can see here it's saying that output of this method and this function will be boolean. Let's comment out this, and as you can see, the strip method output of that will be literal string. As soon as you hover any method, it will pops up something and it will discuss what is method doing. So these 3 methods are returning boolean. So what are these? For example, in isAlpha, return true if the string is an alphabetic string, false otherwise. So it means if I just have alphabet in my string, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. In this case, for this hello world, what should be its return? For first line at least. It will return false for all of them. Why? All of these character that we have in this variable is alphabet. No, we just have one space here. If I remove that and run it again, as you can see, it will return true. So what is digit? Return true if the string is digit string, false otherwise. So if the string will be something like just the numbers 1, 2, 3, then we can see we have true as an output here for line 21 is digit. What is line 23, 22? What is return? What does it return? This line will return if our string is alphanumeric. It means if it's alphabet or a string or combine of these two. Let's have something like this: 1, 2, 3. Hello. Is it alpha? No, because it has some digit inside of that. Is it digit? No, because it has some alphabet inside that. Is it alphanumeric? Yes, because it has both of them. So let me run that. The line 20 and 21 should be returned false, and 22 should be returned true for us, as you can see here. So keep in your mind, if you want to work with methods in with a string, with numbers or anything else, as soon as you hover the mouse on the method, you can see the brief documentation and you can learn about that. Okay, let's have some example here and some for example practice to combine all these methods together. Let's assume that we have a variable with name x or maybe y, and the value of that is some spaces, after that welcome to Python course. That's it. It's something that we have, and again some other spaces. Okay, I want from you to make it like this. Let me copy it out, remove spaces, make all of them as a capital letter. So welcome should be something like this. Welcome to Python course. Okay, capital all of them, remove spaces. Also want from you to replace this course with learning word, and after that anything else, yes. And also want from you to put something like this between the words that we have. So you have this as your input and you should have this as your output in the console and in the terminal that we have here. Okay, so let's go. Just please pause the video and try to build this, and after that you can see my solution. Let's go. And at first I want to clean this string and remove the spaces. So let me define a variable with clean text name, and after that I can say y dot strip. As if you remember, with a strip method we can remove, we had it here, we can remove the white spaces that we have. So I removed white spaces. We have two approach here. At first one, I can, for example, provide another variable with some name, for example, and after that I want to replace right now. I want to replace course with learning. We can provide some other variable, and after that I can say clean text dot replace, and so on, so on. Another approach, without any building new variable, I can just put dot at the end of the strip method and add another method. It means at first it will go through the y variable, strip that, and after that it will replace the course here that we have with the Python, with the learning. And after all, or maybe not in the capital case, learning, something like this. And after all, I want to uppercase them. How? Again, I can create a new variable, or at the end of this variable I will put upper, And if I print this clean text, you can see print clean text, and as our output you can see welcome to Python learning. All of them are capital cases, upper cases, and a space was deleted. White spaces was deleted, and also we have the replace method here. Okay, after that we want to put these in between our words. How we should do that? In first step, we should bring up all of the words that we have separately with the methods that I talked about with the split. Let's go and do that. Words equal to clean text dot split, and after that, if I print it, you can see in output I have all the words separately, and after that I want to rejoin them. For example, join text. I'm defining some new variable, and after that we'll say, so I want to join them together with a space, this and a space, and after that the join and words. So let's see what we have in join text, and let me print that. As you can see here, it's exactly like something that I mentioned here. We have capital letters, we have replace, we have for example a strip, we have a split, and also we have join, and all of them together, and finally we convert this string to this one.